What happens when you cross a bolognese with a hot pot? Well, you get a bolognese hot pot. So let's begin by peeling and dicing one brown onion. Top and tail it, cut it in half, peel it, and then cut it into small dice. Next, take a carrot, peel it, top and tail it, and then also dice that into small dice. Cut off one side about 1 centimetre in thickness so you've got a nice flat edge to rest your carrot on, and then cut the carrot into 4 more pieces. Then cut each piece into 2 or 3 strips and dice them. Next, take one stick of celery, cut it in half, and then cut each half lengthways in half again, and then those halves in half one more time, and then dice the celery as well. Finally, for the bolognese sauce prep, take 2 cloves of garlic and either finely dice them, crush them, or grate them on a microplane. I am finely dicing mine by making 2 or 3 horizontal cuts through each clove of garlic, and then some vertical cuts across, and then slicing across the cross section to make very small dice. Next, place a large saute pan or pot over a medium-low heat. For reference, this one here is 30 centimetres. Drizzle in 30 millilitres of olive oil, and then add in the diced onion, carrot and celery. Season with a pinch of salt and gently cook for 4 to 5 minutes until nice and soft. You don't want to get any colour on at this stage, you just want to sweat them down nice and gently. Then place in the chopped garlic and cook for 1 more minute before adding in 750 grams of a 50-50 split of pork and beef mince. You could just use pork mince here, or you could just use beef mince here. I find a blend of the two works perfectly well. Turn the heat up to medium-high and brown off the mince, and break the mince up using a wooden spoon. Next, add in 30 grams of tomato puree and mix that through before pouring in 500 millilitres of beef stock. Now, if you want to add red wine here, you can, and what I would do there is just substitute 100 ml of the beef stock with red wine. So you'd add 100 ml of red wine and 400 millilitres of beef stock, but I'm going all beef stock today. Then add in 500 grams of tomato passata or chopped tomatoes, followed by 2 bay leaves. Just crush them a little bit in your hands to bruise them before placing them into the pot. This just helps to release the flavour. Season with a little bit of salt and pepper, mix it through and place on a lid, reduce the heat to low and simmer for 30 minutes. And while our bolognese sauce is ticking away nicely over there on the stove, we'll get our potatoes ready for the topping. And to do that, take 600 grams of a good all-rounder potato and then thinly slice them using a mandolin. If you don't have a mandolin, don't worry, you can also thinly slice them using a knife. It's up to you if you want to leave the skins on for the potatoes. You could peel them if you like. I like to leave them on because I think it looks good and it also tastes good. Next, peel 3 cloves of garlic and thinly slice them as well. Again, I'm using a mandolin to do this, but you can also use a knife. Then I've got some fresh thyme here. It's up to you on the quantity for this, or if you want to use it at all, it is optional. But if you are using it, then just simply pick the leaves off and discard the stalks. And then finally, take 80 grams of butter and melt it in a saucepan. Once melted, remove from the heat and we'll turn our attention back to the sauce. Now that the sauce has been simmering away for 30 minutes, we can take it from the heat, and you'll notice that the sauce has thickened up quite a lot. Remember to remove the 2 bay leaves before we add the topping, and then we're just going to create one nice even layer of potatoes on top of the bolognese sauce. Once you've got one layer, then brush them lightly with some of that melted butter, place over some of the garlic slices, sprinkle over the thyme, and then season with some sea salt and grind over some black pepper. Then we go again and we lay over some more potatoes. Once you've covered that full area again, repeat the same process. Brush them lightly with some melted butter, spread out some of the sliced garlic, sprinkle over some of the thyme leaves, and then season with salt and black pepper. And then if you've got any potato left, just layer it over the top again, and repeat with the garlic, butter, thyme, salt and pepper if you need to. Once that's done, place it into a preheated oven at 190 degrees Celsius fan for 50 minutes. And you'll notice that the potato will take on some of the beautiful flavour from the bolognese sauce, and you'll get crispy bits in some areas, soft bits in other areas, and it'll just taste unbelievable. Remove it from the oven and your Bolognese hot pot is ready. So that's how I make this Bolognese hot pot. I hope you enjoy this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Banging.